What's happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here. I am coming at you with another full review video. Yes, indeed, a full review video. First off, this is Penguinville. This is an old terrain that I haven't used in a while. This was kind of the main map that I used for a very long time before I got into the other maps such as Mid City and Neo. But this was a map that I used a ton. And I really haven't used it just because it's a little old and kind of outdated. So anyway, as you can see, I'm going to be reviewing That Guy's C2. And I chose this C2 just because there's a lot of different things that I want to do with Grayson's because he has so many different versions of it. So I figured I'd go ahead and review That Guy's, and I'll do Grayson's at a later time. So do be on the lookout for that coming pretty soon, hopefully. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start. Don't forget that I have a new review system, so I'm going to be re-reviewing all of my buses. And there is a scoring out of 100, so the higher the score, the better, the more I'd recommend the bus. So anyway, we are going to go ahead and start. So, looks on the outside. So, first thing that you will probably notice is how, great this bus looks. Both That Guy and Grayson, like I said in my Versus video, spent a lot of time on their buses. So, I mean, this is really an excellent looking model. And the C2 is probably an extremely hard bus to model just because it is so unique. And I applaud both of them for that. Now, one of the things that I mentioned in my Versus video was that there's a lot of picture cutting, if you will, where That Guy took pictures and placed it on the model. For example, the warning lights, the headlights, and if we come around here to the back, the tail lights, and not so much modeling. So I've got to take a couple points off for that. But I mean, otherwise, the body really isn't that bad. I think it's a really good model, and the addition of these little emergency window lines right there, if you will, those are cool too. The turning signals on the side look good. But overall, I mean, this is a really good looking bus. And one thing I forgot to mention, go back here. But one other thing is how this right here does not match with that. So there's a couple that, I mean, it's the small things that matter, you know, or at least for me. So pull up my calculator real quick so we can get this scoring started. So I've got to give it 3 points. Okay, because those pictures really do take off because you're supposed to be modeling an ROR, and he didn't do so much modeling. Going to the inside, I don't think the inside's bad. I really do like it. The dash looks pretty good. There isn't a whole lot of switches here, and I mean, if he wanted to make it more realistic, he could have added more switches even if they didn't do anything, but there's just a bunch of blank switches right here. I like the addition of the exterior light monitor right there, even though it doesn't work. And this feels pretty nice up here, I guess. Just up here kind of looks a little bland to me. I hate how this is a box, this camera's a box, and it couldn't be some other shape. I've got to mention this, but the clipboard is, I don't know why I like the clipboard. I can see how modeled this 3D seat is, even though he probably didn't design it and he got it off of the Google warehouse or whatever it's called. Forget what it's called. But the seats don't look bad at all. Go back here to the back of the bus. So I think that's all of them, yeah. So for that, I'll give it 4 points, so we are up to 7. So, features. What can this bus do that others can't? Well, it really has no special features, or at least none that I'm aware of. I mean, those are the controls, but there really just isn't any features that this bus can do. I mean, hey, it can turn on the warning lights, and open the door and the stop sign. But I mean, it's not like you're getting the back emergency door open. And I mean, I'll click the switches to make sure that you can't open it. But I mean, I just don't see anything. So really, I mean, he didn't add a whole lot to this bus that no one else already has. So for that, I'll give him 4 points. Driving, we'll come back to driving. Sounds, now, I really do like this bus's sounds, and I'll go more into this whenever we're driving. But really, I mean, right now the bus is idle, as you can see down here, down at the bottom of the screen. The bus is on, but there's just no sounds. And I mean, I'll move forward a little bit. But I don't like how he put that there's no sounds, and I think he said this is just a problem. But I mean, that does have to be fixed, and that's something that I really, really hate about this bus, and I'm using that word strong. But I mean, that's a strong word, rather. So that's a lot of points taken off. But I do like the different sounds. And one of the things that he emphasizes is how everything is like louder in here than it is outside, and he thinks that that's a good feature. And I mean, it is. I mean, I really do like that. But I mean, other people can do that, but Grayson didn't. So with that, with the sound problem in mind right now, I'll give him 5 points because I really do like the sounds of the engine. It's not my favorite, but I really do like it. Lag, I've really not experienced any sort of lag with this bus other than a few times on multiplayer, and that could just be my computer. But I mean, this is a pretty speedy bus, so you can see that there was a little bit of lag right there. And like I said, this could just be my computer. Keep in mind that I just have a laptop with a lot of different stuff on it, but I mean, it really doesn't lag a whole lot because there is not a whole lot about it to lag. These mirrors right here, I'm sure that could cause a little bit of lag, but the FPS version does not have mirrors, or it's supposed to not have mirrors, even though the FPS and the non-FPS are the same exact things right now. So for the lag, since I do get a little bit of lag, I'll give it a 9, since it doesn't cause me a ton of lag. So we are up to 25 points right now. Variability, keeping in mind that means the different options that you can get. There's 2 different options, but they're both the same thing. So like I was just saying, he has a FPS version and a non-FPS version, but they both spawn, whenever you click on them, the non-FPS version. But I do like that he has created both of them. So with that, I'll give it 5 points because I know that he does have a non-FPS version. It's just not installed on there. Realisticacy, that's not a word, but still. Does it look realistic? Does it act realistic? Oh, yes, this bus does look very realistic. And it is because of those pictures is what I'm seeing. But like all these details, like with this chrome pipe down here, where's my mouse? There it is. And these little side turning signals right there, and these vents right here. I mean, everything about this bus is pretty realistic. We can get the engine in here. There's the engine. Like the addition of the engine too. But I mean, yeah, it's a good representation of what a C2 is if you've never seen one. So for that, I'll give it 10 points. So we are up to 40. Other people's opinions. This bus is very highly rated by most. Well, not by most, by some. And very highly criticized by the other some who like Grayson. So it's kind of a half-half thing. So I mean, there are a lot of good things about this bus. There are a lot of good things about the other bus. One of the things that is criticized a lot is this door right here because that's never been fixed. And that is with the original bus. As you can see, these doors are a little screwed up, and that is one of the things that is screwed up. So I'll give it 6 points for that. I'm sorry, I'll give it 5 points, and I'll give the other 5 points. I'll do the same thing for Grayson's bus, so because it's kind of split down the middle. The name, it's That Guy's Safety Liner C2, so 5 points. We're up to 50 now. Other stuff about this bus, I like the addition of an engine in the bus. I mean, there's nothing much about this bus. I mean, the chrome down there, that's pretty cool. Just other stuff, so I'll give it 3 points for that. Is it better than the competition? Now, this is a really hard question because I do like both buses. So what I'm going to do is I'm just not going to compare it to that guy or to Grayson's bus, because I know y'all are going to start a war down in the comments saying, oh no, that guy is better, no, Grayson's is better, blah blah blah, because I know that's going to happen. So I'll compare it to the other stuff. To Volk's buses, I do like the driving of this bus, but I mean, I do like Volk's buses because I think they're a little bit smoother, they're a little more complete, and mainly it is because this is a beta also. But for a beta, I think it's a pretty decent beta. I think it's a really good beta, actually. The Vision, I think it stands pretty fair game up to the Vision. I think it's a pretty tough competition with that. So for that, I'll give it 8 points because there are a few things on this bus that could be changed. And now, finally, for the driving portion, and I said I would come back to it, so here we are. And I already drove it a little bit, but the driving, like I said, is very smooth on here. I mean, I've really never experienced lag. This bus is smooth altogether. There's a little lag right there. But I really do like driving this bus because of, like, I don't know, I think it just seems a lot smoother than some other ones that I've driven. But, I don't know, that's just what I gotta say about that. That's just what I think. I don't know how else to word it. So, but I mean, this is extremely smooth right now. I mean, a little lag, but, and I mean, it stops decently fast. I mean, it's not the fastest thing, but whenever you're going like, what was that, maybe 60 miles per hour, I don't think you're going to stop fast. So for the driving, I'm going to give it an 8 because there is a little bit of lag, and that could go in the lag section. But, you know what, I'll give it the full 10 points. What the heck, I really do love the driving on this bus. I think this is probably one of the best driving buses, in my honest opinion. I really, really do think that it's an excellently driven bus. You know, so I really do enjoy driving this thing a lot. So if you've been keeping score with me, you will understand that this bus has a final score of a 71. So, is it a bad bus? No. Is it the best bus? No. But hey, I mean, all of them have problems. You know, they're gonna be fixed. And like I said, this is a beta bus, so there is gonna be improvements in the future. But until those come out, my score is with the 71. So, would I recommend this bus? Oh yes, this is an excellent bus. Yeah, I mean, I can't say much more than that, really. So, anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this full review. Let me know what you guys think of the new review system. I saw a couple of you guys on my last review, my last full review, said that you really liked this system, but do let me know. And, yeah, guys, so I think that's pretty much it. So, make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it down here, where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or, I don't know. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, share it to your dad, show it to a guy in a random street. I don't care, don't care, raped. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching.